Thanks, Aurora. I don't know, but it's probably happened before. Right? Look, all those snowflakes are the same. Sorry, I'm done. I've been playing this for a long time, yeah. Thanks for Pirates. Wave 1. How fascism took over Roblox? Is that actually good? Trombicus, think of this, or maybe Trombicus? Like a rhombus? What was the embed to make? It chooses what it wants to choose. I'll type that in the channel. It chooses what it wants to choose. Feel free to pepper react. I've given you the option. Ah. Yes, applaud me. You should all applaud me. Okay. Let's play the game. Let's play the game. I keep typing. It's fine, bro. I don't have 15 frames on. I don't. I already started. I guess the internet. Hello? Like the red guy? I wish I was the red guy. I never get there. My favorite platform level is either Void World or Abyss. Both by Yuko. I also like Cave of the Scarlet Sky, but visually I like those levels more. I'm a Yuko head when it comes to this this game these days. Allergic to the letter. Wait, no! Just by saying the word letter, I've already broken it. I was gonna try. But allergic also has it. It's kind of hard to avoid the letter L. This is like the hardest. I would think that's the hardest to put in the level right there. I would say. At least when I keep doing fractions and I keep running into that one like specifically. So I don't know. You never said that one. It's very rare in your speech. I wonder what words you had to avoid to say that. I can avoid saying that. Whatever the hell that is. Does anyone else feel like the Spanish are low-key cheating with that Enye thing? Like, you get your 26 characters and you just have to make up rules with the characters you got. You're not allowed to just make up new letters in order to avoid having to deal with that fact. That's cheating. You gotta do it like a real American and just make up rules that don't really make any sense to make up noises. We have 42 letters. No, we don't. Unless you're a different language than I guess. I've been rewatching Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas for like the 4th time. I think it's my favorite movie ever made. Or at least it's like the funniest movie ever made. I could watch that movie all fucking day, bro. Japanese has like 9 sounds to work with, bro. Crazy. They make all these different things out of it. That's why they speak it so fucking fast, bro. Oh, it's just that's weird. There's literally like a barely double-digit amount of sounds that they make consistently. And probably the least out of any language, because there is no change in the way you pronounce things depending on the order of the syllables or anything. The only major one that I can think of is Su sometimes becomes like sometimes you see Hanas as opposed to Hanasu. Deltoid. Put up work in their deltoid. We watched all of Chainsaw Man in one day. That's crazy. How? Yeah, I mean, we've been known about the Heinz thing. That stuff's already come to light, but for some reason everyone was like, it's not a big deal. And so they swept it under the radar or whatever. And it was like, okay, I guess. I already thought the majority of the community exiled that motherfucker a long time ago. That was my assumption when it first broke. But I guess not. In the circles I was in, he was already we already stopped talking about that motherfucker. We already come to our conclusions, and I just assumed that the majority of the community had already done the same. And I obviously don't make a big public deal when someone's a pedophile. So I didn't feel a need to. It's not really what I do. Because there's plenty of those. Unfortunately. My mentality when it comes to that sort of stuff is just I guess we can sit there and make fun of him, and I'm sure we did in closed spaces or whatever, but I'd rather just leave it alone, you know what I mean? I'd rather just not allow them to interact with the GD stuff again in a major way and just leave it alone. Because I don't want to interact with someone like that. It's usually how I go. It's usually how I go about it. I don't know if it's better to do that or that. I'm torn on the issue. But yeah, he's a weirdo. I don't know how many cases there's been of that actually in the GD community. It's not so common. Luckily. It's not as uncommon as I'd like it to be, but I mean, it's not the most common thing in the world compared to some other communities. I know some communities where they don't even care. Low-key, they'll just keep them in. I've seen it get bad. That's true. We all just kind of thought he would just distance himself. Which, I mean, he kind of did? I just didn't see him make a little... What's up, Mystic Melody? I think it was a tier 3 for 47 months. It's all good. Life has been busy. Even I haven't been that active. I've had way more active months than this. Ain't no concern to me. It's always nice to see you. And that goes for all my regulars and anyone who's ever watched. I remember. But I know life gets busy. I don't like this job. I mean, I wasn't active for like 2 weeks because I was moving. I'm still not that active. What is this jump? How do you even do that? Sorry, I'm like actually like learning the jumps right now for some reason. As opposed to just like gung-hoing it. I've talked about this before, but I wonder what percentage of the population is actually attracted to children, because it's definitely a bigger number than whatever was proposed. I just think 99% of them don't act on it. Because it happens more frequently than you would expect for whatever the percentage is of it. Also, because a lot of people do it in like smaller amounts, like they won't go full, like it's just a drawing folk, you know, they clearly have whatever makes them attracted to children, but they're like, they wouldn't act on it. I still think it's gross, don't get me wrong, and I don't think you should be like celebrating that desire in any way, shape, or form. But it is definitely not the same as, you know. But still, I don't think it, I mean, I'm a pretty, like, liberal guy. Most people's desires I have no problem with, but there's some things that you just gotta not lean into at all. But it's sad that they feel that way. Like, I don't know why they're cursed to feel that way. You know what I mean? I'd imagine that would suck ass. Yeah. Why am I still playing this level? Why am I still playing this level? Oh, we were just talking about Heinz. Yeah. Give me the key, give me the key. Well, I guess those of us who will never understand it, we can count ourselves lucky, I guess. Kind of sounds like a constant battle with your own brain there. I like this level, I do. That's why I never really get mad at it. It's a good level. It's just really hard. Is it, though? Who's to say? We'll find out one day. I can't wait to the day where I beat this so we can figure out if it's actually any difficult or not. Does therapy even do anything? I have opinions about therapy in general. I mean, I'm sure it does something, and I don't know the therapy treatments for people like that, to be fair. I have some really strong views about therapy. As a general concept, I don't like it. I don't think it works well for the majority of people who really need help. Whether or not, I don't really think it's the fault of the therapist itself, maybe. But it's hard to say. I'm done. I think the problem, one of the problems with it is, for me, is, as you said, it's something you have to actively pay for, and then to me that taints the motive, especially if you're really far, like if you're really deep in mental health issues and you kind of get paranoid that they're only talking to you, maybe even correctly paranoid that they're only talking to you because, you know, they want your money, and they might just not actually provide any solutions to your issues, but just perpetuate them in order for more therapy sessions, right? Like, that's something that... This is a good stream, gonna allow you to follow me. Okay. That's a good message. Yeah, some of them actually have done that, which doesn't help. Like, that definitely plays on the fears of the people in those situations, right? So there's a few solutions to that which Americans don't like, right? Number one, make it a public service. People hate that, because then their taxpayer dollars had to pay for it, and then you'll get a bunch of extremists being like, why should my money go to... Bunch of that, right? So where do these people go for help? And that's one of the biggest issues of our time, is it not? The problem is, and a lot of people have argued this, but the mental health crisis, a lot of people think, is directly responsible to the current state. It's a direct symptom of the current state of the world in America, and blah, blah, blah. And you can't really do anything to treat the symptoms, you have to treat the cause, a lot of people argue. And in some aspects, I do agree with them. I think that the current society that we have, the way that we use social media, the way that the difference in wage gap between, you know, being able to a cost of living and the wages you get paid, all these different things, I think, cause a lot of these issues that people go to therapy for. And what does a therapist do even to quell those fears when they're really true, when they're actually happening, right? What does someone say? How can words ever be enough? Yeah, I mean, that's usually the only, like, avenue they go on, right? Focus on what you can control. But then that kind of leads into a problem where people then get mad when they can't control the things that they think they can control. You know what I'm talking about? So many factors in life you want to believe are your fault because it's easier that way. You know, to assume that you're the problem and not the other way around. I've done that plenty of times in my life. And, because it's just like the way you were raised, you know what I mean? Like, you can always better yourself, and you don't want to lose faith in the institutions that help you get to where you need to go, but... So, at its core, I think the mental health crisis... I think the mental health crisis is, for one, a loneliness crisis. And I think that social media and the way that it functions is constantly perpetuating that loneliness. Do I have a solution to that? Absolutely not. That is by far, I would say, the most complex issue of our time in terms of our societal mental health, right? A lot of things, I think, could be solved in some way in this country, even if it wouldn't be easy, right? You could find a way, you know, maybe with the right leadership, with the right people, you could find a way to increase the amount that people get, like, increase their wage, you know what I mean? Lower the cost of living. You could find a way to do that, right? There's a way to do it. Is it not? It's not easy, right? Like, it's something that may never even happen, but it's something that could happen. How do you handle the social media crisis? You can't take it away at this point, right? because that would be a violation of several constitutional rights. That would be like, people would freak out over that. People need, quote unquote, need these pathways now to interact with each other. You can't just reverse it anymore. It's an ingrained part of society. So do you tweak the algorithm so they're not quite so hateful, so they're not quite so maybe, but the problem is now America is addicted to that level of stimulation, right? And any change in that algorithm, if the algorithm changed for everything to be nice and nothing to be inflammatory or whatever, people wouldn't get enough stimulation anymore and they'd get more depressed, is my theory anyway on the matter. With people's attention spans getting more and more fried, is there a way to reverse that change of course? Has there ever been? That's my question. Every time we've gone up a level in stimulation, there's never been a way down, only up, right? And that's the problem. And another problem is, this has always happened, but it's been fine because these jumps in stimulation have been slow. You know what I mean? Books were a level of stimulation that didn't exist before. And that very slowly increased more and more and more. But the problem is, it's exponential. We went from books to TVs, and then TVs to video games, and video games to social media, and those last three things happened within 1 millisecond of each other. You know? I didn't. Okay, whatever. I guess my hand is resting on my keyboard. Where do you go from here? You know what I mean? I actually do that from the beginning. How do you diffuse the situation? Is there a way? And if there's not a way, how do we fix this issue? How do people, my question is, can you even fix the mental health crisis? Is there even a way out of it? Or is the only thing you can do just try to help yourself and those around you? Is there even a way to do it? Is there any actionable plan that actually stops that from happening? Think about that sometimes. Yeah. And I don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah, I think, but the problem is you will never pass legislature that stops the current way of social media. And even if you did, they would just, like, people would do it anyway. They would be like black markets for whatever. I mean, you tried to ban alcohol, what happens, right? Alcohol is objectively bad for society, but we can't go back, right? We can only go one direction when it comes to these sort of things. And I know someone's gonna say, well, we made opioids illegal. More people die of opioids now than they ever did before when they were legal. We never went back. You know what I'm saying? Prohibition didn't work. There's no way back from that point. Once you go there, there's no way to go back. Has it ever happened in history? The only solution is to try to get younger people to not take opioids. And for what it's worth, it seems to be working. A lot of younger people have been avoiding it. You only can make them forget. That's the only way to get out of these situations, is you just don't allow them to get introduced to it in the first place. I mean, look at tobacco, right? How long have we known that's bad for you? Decades. now vapes are a thing. And the young generation won't get out of it either. Yeah, the ozone layer we actually handled. Because we weren't making money off of it being a problem anymore. I'm a proponent for legal weed, but even weed isn't all sunshine and rainbows. You know what I mean? Like, you can. Not, I mean, I wouldn't say permanently, but you can mess up the way that your brain... You can mess up your brain's standards to what's supposed to feel good. You know? If you do it too much. Which a lot of people do. But making it illegal doesn't change anything. People still do it. In today's day and age, there's no point in it. Silent Club Step, thank you for the sub. The only reason they keep weed illegal is because they can send people to jail for doing it, and then they're able to make them work for basically free labor. That's the point of it. That's the point of almost all drug-related charges, as a matter of fact. But I assume most of you already know that. Yep, California just voted against stopping that, by the way, if you didn't see. And I don't think weed is bad at all if you're a certain kind of person, but if you're another kind of person, weed can ruin your fucking life. I'm not, like, I feel like people should talk about that more. People who smoke it every fucking day. It's not even about like, oh, stop having fun. You will mess up your brain. Because doing anything out of habit, even if it's not physically addictive, is going to change the way that you think about everything. That's the thing. I'm not saying it's not the lesser of whatever other evil you put it up against, nor do I even think it's evil at all. I would say most people use it responsibly, and if they do, I think it's a good thing, honestly. I mean, it changed my fucking life. It opened doors in my brain that were permanently closed until I opened them. And now those doors are just open forever, and I have weed to thank for that. I will never say that it's a bad thing used in moderation, because it's not. Weed is fucking awesome. But a lot of people don't know how to use it responsibly. No, I haven't smoked in a long time. Mostly because of my acid reflux. You can probably imagine as that's gotten worse, less fun to smoke. So I pretty much put it aside. Acid reflux does not make smoking enjoyable, as you could probably imagine. Yeah, it's not fun. Mine's just allergy induced, I suppose. Edibles also cause acid reflux for me because they cause massive amounts of dehydration, which for some reason causes acid reflux. I don't know why. Anyone explain that one? You can very rapidly see everything there is to see on weed, I would say. At least I've seen it all. I've seen it all, man. Can promise you that. The way I describe edibles to people who are new to them is You have to accept that your brain is going to make one thing feel way worse than whatever it actually is. There will always be one thing that your brain thinks is like the worst thing ever is happening to you, but you have to realize it's not real. I don't know how to put it in any other term. But then once you like accept that enough times, you get used to it and it's not as bad. But you just have to accept that one thing is always gonna feel strange. Like, you've ever gotten the thing on edibles where it feels like your heart rate's like 210? I had that for a while. But then I realized, wait, it's not true. And then, like, my brain still was like, no, but it's real, it's real, it's real. And I was like, it's not real. You can't convince me it's real. And then once it was, like, convinced that it wasn't real, like, moved on to something else. And then my heart rate was normal. And that's how I know that it's not real, because, like, it just, like, it tries to, like, fool you. I hate sweaty hands. That one's not very fun. I'd say the most tame one is where it feels like you're just like constantly pissing yourself, but you're not at all. That one's fine because it's like not that big of a deal, I guess, if it's real compared to some of the other ones. But it's never real, so it's fine. Of course, I'm talking about strong edibles here. On like 50 milligrams, this doesn't happen. But I mean, I've done like 600 milligrams, like 1,000, 500, like stuff like that. And in those cases, there will always be something like this that happens. Always. I'm convinced there's no way to avoid it. And I'm fine with that. Mm-hmm. 50 tons of THC. That's what I mean when I say I've seen everything. I've seen everything. I've been to the furthest edges that it can go. On 1 gram, it literally felt like my heart was like going like this. Whoop, 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 whoop. Like it was playing like that one like block breaker game or something in my chest. Just bouncing up and down. But I was already pretty accustomed to it all by that point, so I was like, nope, that can't be real. That wouldn't even make any fucking sense, actually. So we could safely ignore that one. So then you just ignore that one and you're fine. Jason, thank you for the sub. And the craziest visual I have ever seen in my entire life was the first time I ever got high. Honestly, I think these things were laced. Considering what happened to my other friends when they did it. I don't even know what. I don't even think it was weed. I think it was some other drug or something. It was like, we ate this like big edible brownie thing. And when it kicked in, like the wall behind my friend literally like split itself up into like squares. And then they went like, and then they fell away. They went, and then they just fell away. And there was like a void behind my friend. And I was like, this is weed? What the fuck? This is strange. I didn't know it was like that. I've never had anything like that happen to me again, so I'm pretty sure that it was laced with like PCP or something, because like I was high for like 4 days, man. I don't know, man. I mean, like, I was fine. Like, I wasn't like, by the end of it, I wasn't like a different person than I was from the start, luckily. But something, yeah, I was like, for 4 days, it didn't end, bro. I woke up and I was still just fucking destroyed. We were watching American Psycho after that, and it was literally like, I was trying to watch it, and then it was like it kept like switching. And then I think I tried to describe this before, but every time I like stopped paying attention, like I went into this like zeroth dimension Minecraft world where I was like doing all these quest lines and stuff like that. And then like I'd see like a text box on like the side, like Nathan, and I was like, that must be the real world talking. Let's get involved with that. And then I would like reform. It would like, and then it would reform, and I'd look, and my friends were there, like, "Are you good?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was the only one who did the brownie that night. That's why they weren't there where I was. I was alone on that journey, and they were like, "Are you good?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I think so." I don't think like I was at a point where like words to like explain things didn't really work. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, you ever get to that point where it's like someone asks if you're fine and it's like, I guess? Is that the word I would use for that? What word should I use for this? Stuff like that. I won a game of Mario Party that night. I don't know how. I don't know how that could ever have happened. All I remember is that my friends were looking at me in disbelief, and then I looked up at the screen and I'd won every bonus star and won the game. I don't remember a single frame from the game that preceded that results screen. All I know is that I was at the top of it. Apparently, I literally played like 4 minigames. Like, and the rest of them, I was just like, Luigi does nothing moding the entire fucking game. Like, apparently I won some of them too. It was cool. Luckily, I've never had problems mentally with any substances that I've ever taken. It's always just been physical stuff. But it's like not like made up physical stuff, like it's real stuff. Like I vomit pretty frequently, and then when I have to feel that way on the drug, then it, ugh. You know what I mean? Not fun. So a lot of my stuff is physical, just in nature, but I've never had any problems mentally with stuff, just because my life has been weird, and I'm not so fazed by things, maybe as so much as other people. I've seen a lot of it already, the things that can happen to you. Raspberry roots. Did I have a point in explaining any of this? That I don't remember. One problem with me, though, with weed, is my memory is so bad, and it was always bad. The weed didn't do anything, but the problem is, like, literally the most actively I'd ever smoked weed was, like, once a week. So I was never, like, a heavy user in that way. But my memory so bad, and it was before and it is now, so I just never remember the things that happened, which sucked because there was some crazy stuff that happened that I only know from being told by other people that it happened, which is sad. And I don't know why my brain is so bad at memory. I'm trying to think the craziest thing that we ever did with weed. I would say one of the strangest things we ever did was one of my friends that I visited really frequently, his house was kind of in the middle of nowhere. And there was this strange pathway. There was this like strange grass pathway that just went on for a straight mile, and there were trees on either side just going forever. And it was like just a straight line pathway. I don't know why it was there, but walking down that corridor while it was completely pitch black was strange. Because there was like light up ahead, but it never got any closer. Nor did the beginning ever get any further away. I felt like we were in the infinite staircase from Mario 64. It was awesome. That is unfortunate. You probably nicked a vein. I don't want to say weed is all bad, though, because weed does increase your dopamine and serotonin levels. That's why I've never lost a bridge game high. Because if my dopamine levels are higher, I can actually focus. Like, I'm trying to focus right now, but I'm not that focused, ultimately, because my dopamine levels are just naturally low. So even though I want to focus, I can only focus so hard. But because THC and CBD, they boost your dopamine levels, I'm able to focus better than I could before. And it's just like I just feel so much quicker. Like my thumb movements on like a controller just feel so sharp. I remember we had just smoked a little bit, but we were playing Super Mario Sunshine, and I just like did it, like I hadn't even seen it before, but I did like all of Corona Mountain and the final boss without taking damage because my thumb movements were like I was like impossible to make a mistake mode. It was awesome. Ugh, I hate forgetting my glasses. My friend forgets his contacts all the time, but that's why I wear glasses, so I don't have to forget shit. Yeah, I think weed is behind me though. Even right now, like there's acid all the way up to like right here, right now. So I think it's over. I'm sick of acid reflux. I would do anything to stop it, probably. My most recent dream. I dreamt last night that I was living a different life. I was living as like a construction worker on this like planet that was like purple. The ground was like fuzzy, almost like a carpet if you were like shrunk down a little bit, I guess. But it was soft. It was like a rug, I guess, is a way to describe it. And it wasn't that big of a planet. Like, you could kind of walk around the entire planet in, like, 30 minutes. And I was a construction worker on this planet. And the buildings were kind of hard to describe what they look like. They were covered in these, like, bioluminescent green vines. These green-blue vines on the bottom that kind of gradually got less bioluminescent as they went up. And the buildings themselves, they used the curvature of the small planet to like make their own cool designs that were able to help hold up. Because with a 30-minute walk around, you can pretty easily see the curve of it all. So you could build structures that worked with that. You know, you'd have like a building with a giant thing hanging off on the side that's just held by gravity because you got the two forces going like this. So there was a bunch of like these strange... There were a bunch of these strange structures, and basically I was on the crew that was helping to make them. So we'd go into this room. We'd go into this small room, and it was like me and a bunch of my other peers, we would work together on making cool structures using the gravity to help us like counterbalance the main weight, basically. And it was really interesting. And then we get to work, and we basically just be able to... These structures were kind of made out of almost like a dull marble, I guess, to kind of match the purple vibe, but the vines really made it. I'm trying to do World of Goo so bad. No, it was more like Legos, if anything. It was more like IKEA. It was like IKEA construction without like the time it takes to actually do it. Like, things just kind of, you're like, oh, we need this piece, this piece, this piece, and then you could just kind of slide them into place without even, like, needing to hammer anything in for some reason. They just, like, fit together seamlessly for some reason. It was awesome. So I made a bunch of structures. And I did that for a pretty long time, and I was pretty happy with the place I made eventually. I even made like a fountain in the middle, and the fountain was like also bioluminescent, and the water started green and then went to blue and then went to purple at like the bottom of the fountain, and then the fountain kind of like went in, and then it... I decorated it with these like decorative coins that I like scattered around the fountain. I like the metallic look of the coins. I think it matched the kind of like dull quartz vibe of the fountain, but you couldn't actually pick up the coins. I think I woke up. I think my alarm woke me up while I was building it, and then I just got up. This is playing G when I'm 56. Will I be alive at 56? What do you think? I guess my dad's still alive, so I think it's possible. My dad's still in good shape, which is... I don't get it. Not if the factors remain true. What about when I'm 26? Hopefully. Well, I don't know. I thought a lot about it the past few days. When I dry eyes all the time, man. I take sustain eye drops from every morning. They're just a lubricant. Because I have eczema, so that gets into my eyes. I doubt I'll quit GD, I'll just gradually play it less, probably, until I don't open it. Blue milk. I've played a lot of video games in my life. In fact, it's been my main hobby. I love video games. So someone asked a long time ago, and I just remembered, me and Matt are playing Hummer. We just did Extra Ball. Well, I just did it. He already did it. It took me like literally 45 minutes, I think, to get that berry, which is kind of embarrassing, but like, I couldn't do it, bro. I couldn't figure it out. I paused my game to be here. It's so hard. I just didn't understand the mechanic yet of like letting go grab and then re-grabbing it after you dash. It was just weird. It was so weird. Foreign to me. You will never catch me on that like Solar Express Hummer Fusion map. Ever. Don't even fucking think about trying to get me to get on that one. Sub goal. Yeah, we can make it a sub goal. We can put it on the wheel. I'll put Dashless Plus on the wheel too. We'll make that like a tier 2 sub goal. It's on like a pretty extreme thing that can happen. I think a way to do it maybe, and I'm not sure about this, because either we can make it a guaranteed I get a tier 2, or what I could do is I can make it like out of like 400 subs, and then when I get it, it says like under next wheel spin. And then I put up a wheel specifically for like 400 subs where it's mostly tier 1s, but like a tier 2 is sprinkled in there. And then like for higher sub goals, it's like a bunch of tier 3s and like a few tier 2s or something. But I don't know if you guys rather have a guaranteed sub goal, or would you have it like you could have it so every new sub goal has a chance to be something really crazy, but not guaranteed for the big ones. Is what everything we talk about but never do? Well, a lot of those things have been locked behind a certain level that you may or may not know as Cave of the Scarlet Sky. Hello, Ox. And how are you doing today? Oh, my friend, I've seen better days. I hope you're well. Well, there's gonna be a wheel regardless, but it's like how we do it, I guess. We could talk about that later. Once I beat this level. Any day now. No, at this point I'm too old to go for tidal waves, like just from a... Like, I can't do it. My friends? I don't have any friends, it's sad. I played web fishing with some people. Acquaintances, baby. Last name. You're stuffy, that sucks. I don't have acquaintances. I would call Matt a colleague. I wouldn't call him a friend necessarily. I love liminal spaces. Yeah, that's the thing. You have to add that little like asterisk. Like, I'm too old and I'm not Matt, because Matt can do it for reasons I don't actually understand, but he could if he wanted to. Maybe Setaran. He's older than Matt. Setaran's already 23, I think. Yeah, I knew it. I just didn't have it on that one. I was playing web fishing for a while last night out of boredom. Not even boredom, I just wanted to see what it was like really about. It was pretty fun. Although the art style is kind of... Yeah, put it this way, I'll never be a furry. I have nothing against it. It's just not my vibe. Nor do I like cutesy things in any capacity. But the game itself is really fun. I'm out of water, why? I'm so gloomy. It's not even about that. I don't know what it's about. No red. Yeah, furry doesn't have to be cute, but like this one specifically is, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, I'm just not really about it. There's a lot of things my friends are all really into that like, I just don't get even a little bit, which is weird. It's strange. Fishing. I wanted to do something like that. Numbered water. I'm just not a fan of a lot of popular, like, not even popular things, but like, at least I like anime. Anime's good. Some of it. Some of it's really bad. How's the new Death Note season? I've heard very mixed reviews. One of my friends who I really respect said it was bad, so I was like, Yeah, anime actually is the most crap of any media I've ever seen, but like good anime is literally like infinity tier 18 stars out of 5 type shit. Like, it's so insane. Like the range of quality in this media. Well, like a friend I really respect the opinions of, as in we share a lot of opinions, so you know what I mean? New Death Note season. Yuko is not here. Yeah. Your brain gets swapped out by a new brain when you finish it. It's crazy. I don't like this name. I also think I'm gonna ban you later if you're fine with that. Oh, now all of a sudden I know how to play the game. I guess I'll do a run. Bro, that ping ponging, oh my god. Man, have you ever seen some shit like that? So good. The note. God, fuck. That's when I was like, oh, this is peak media right here. No, I've seen it. It's so good. Life note. I need water. What is the last time I see the first jump? I'm looking at it right now, man. You're banned, by the way, when I get back. Now, is that any way to talk to someone you want to vouch from, young man? I think not. I did like 8, like, yesterday, so I guess you missed out. I gotta be like the easiest vouch of all time. Like you build up like 3 blocks and I'm like, yeah, you're good. If I had the chance to change games, I don't know if I'd play any other game. Like a series I played GD. Celeste is too easy, and like that sounds weird, but like it's too easy, man. In order to make it hard, you either have to make it like I can't describe it, like either a really long deathless challenge or something that I wouldn't really enjoy because it's all just like input. Yeah, to play super high level, it just becomes like input soup. And it's not really that fun. It's not even necessarily that hard, it's just not that fun because you just have to, like a 1 frame isn't really that big of a deal, really, in that game. But like that's the only game I've ever played that's like really that I've ever been like as interested in. If every time I stream Minecraft I got like 5,000 viewers, I'd just play that instead probably. I mean I've been playing Minecraft my whole life, but like no one gives a fuck about Bridge. No one cares. No, Roblox is not a game I want to play. When did you start playing Minecraft? Since the dawn of time. I'll record you some games today, Aurora. I'm just like, when I was playing yesterday, I was like, no fucking way I'm playing for that. I would like to do 71D Golden at some point, like old 71D. I think that could be interesting. But like, what I mean about it is I don't think there's enough content there for me to like full-time stream it really. Unless I want like parrot moded in 9DP, but I'm not doing that. We already tried that one. 7-1-. But you're probably going to see some more Celeste content on the channel. I don't think it's going to do well. Like my other Celeste video, I guess, hasn't done that well, but like it's fine. Who cares? But I think the point actually after this isn't to focus on a game at all. I think the point is to stream in a way that the focus is on the bits we do as opposed to and like the conversations we have over the game itself that I'm playing. That's what I think the point is. Because let's be honest, my time as a good video game player is coming to a close, man. Hard. It's hard to play anything. Well, I'm just a bad video game player. Cody's getting washed. The thing is, like, I was always washed. I was never good at this fucking game. Like, Erebus, it took me 100,000 attempts to get the fucking, like, 72 or something when I played it in 2017. I was always this guy. Like, there was never a time where I wasn't this guy. There was that, and then there was Deimos, which took 75k, and then Kinos took 135k, then Oblivion took 60k, and then Edge of Destiny took 90k, and this is taking like 150k. So I've always been this throughout 7 years. This is what I am, you know? There was never a time where I was ever, not for lack of trying, of course, but not good enough, I think, to warrant focusing on that over everything else. Even if I'd like to. That's a nice attempt count, 39992. I wish I had a teammate in Bridge, man. I'd kill to have a teammate in Bridge. Literally, the people I play with the best fucking hate my ass, and I don't know why. I have to convince people that I play with the best to play with me like begrudgingly, even though we like kick everyone's ass. Exactly what I need. I need some motherfucker to just run top layer while I go to the bottom of the map and just keep scoring everywhere. That's what I need. I don't know. It's true. I feel better than I did yesterday, but not great. I think something happened. Oh, I guess I know what happened. The election probably tanked my dopamine levels. That was sad. And I think I'm just recuperating slowly. Like my dopamine levels, that is. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I moved to Norway. I don't play well with people that are like me and like are like really good at like bypassing and stuff like that because we just get fucking walked down the bridge because none of us can PvP.
I need someone to just run top lane. I need someone to just bam, 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 bam. Then I'm in. Just give me that chance. Yeah, I figured that out. Not that I want to get super political, but like, if I could choose someone to run for the next election, I want Pete Buttigieg, honestly. I don't know how much he has like a chance of winning, but like, I'm a big fan of him. I wish Bernie was an 82 or whatever. Put LeBron James in the White House. I was talking about this earlier. I think if LeBron James run, he would literally sweep. Like LeBron James would get like fucking like 40 states or something. Like I'm 100% serious. There's not an ounce of joking. Yeah. That's a good idea. But I don't know. I mean, there's like a video of like Stephen A. Smith being like, I'd run for president. I'd watch that. Maybe he is like, maybe that could be a good counter to Trump. I want to see Trump versus Stephen A. Smith debate. That'd be funny as shit. Those debates would be like the funniest thing ever, I think. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, hey, people are voting based off aura these days, so, or what they think will happen to the gas prices, even if it's not true. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think, I mean, okay, I'm a white male, so I have already that going for me when it comes to presidency candidacy. I can talk well, but they can't find out that I'm autistic. I have to present myself as a normal guy if I want that, and I'm not. I can't mask that hard, I don't think. I don't think it's possible to mask that hard. Not at my stage of autism, I don't think. I am very far gone. I'd try to keep it under wraps, and then like I'd be debating, and I would just come up with this like hypothetical that makes no sense to anyone but like 5 people, and I would be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? I'll just be like, normal pills. Money, 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 money. You guys like money? Even on stream, I'm asking a decent amount. How would I run a presidency? I get really mad when people say, like, where does it say that Trump hates transgender people? And there's, like, an actual video of him, like, a day ago being like, I hate them and they won't be allowed. Like, it's not even, like, he just says it. But, like, I know, maybe just be a bit more of a doomer about it, but, like, I would just stock up on supplies now, and then what is he really gonna do? I guess. But I don't know. Luckily, there's a lot of ways to do it yourself. No. He meant all ages. Like, he said all ages. He will ban, I think, verbatim quote by him, he will ban gender-affirming care for all ages, is what he said. And then he closed it up by saying, there are two genders, male and female. Good night. Really cool. Trump circles. Yeah. That's one thing that I don't, like, care about. Like, that's not political to me. I don't think politics was ever supposed to be about shit like that. Whatever. Some people are going to say that's politics and we shouldn't be blah, 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 but whatever. I've made the choice already. You know what's crazy? You know what's, like, actually mind-boggling to me? That not 40%, like 76% of white males voted for Trump. When they see me, do they see an ally? Do they just, like, statistically assume I'm an ally? And when I see them, I have to assume that 3/4 of them voted for Trump? Man, it's hard to even believe those numbers are real. I almost want to believe they're made up somehow. I couldn't vote. I moved to PA 2 days after the voter registration for PA was closed. LOL. And you couldn't register without actually having proof of residency there, so nothing I can do about that. It's trash to be the electoral college. I agree. Yeah, I mean, that's why they want to stop all this education nonsense, right? You don't want people to, like, know anything. Maya, wait. Just wait a second. No one asked for this. No one wants this. You can just go away. But, you know. And it made me sad that so many people are like that. I'm sad that the majority of people are not able to see reality for what it is. You ever think about that sometimes? I do. I don't even think it's about being smart, but being aware of what's going on is kind of a burden, because you're just watching all of this happen and not being able to do anything about it. It's just like, God, fuck, man. You just have to sit around and watch. I think that's what really gets me down about it all. It's not even about being intelligent at all. It's just about being
like, you know what's up. And it feels like it should be obvious. Like, it feels like most people should be aware. But somehow, the average American is just not. What the fuck, man? It's just a sobering reminder of how uneducated the average person is.
I suppose. Not like that, dude.
Not like that anything but that. Fuck you, man. Not like that, man. Almost any death is preferable to that shit, because it's like right before the chance where you actually can do something. Fuck, anything but that, man. God, I hate that death. It's one of the most infuriating ones of them all, man.
If you were to like vote for the most infuriating red death, that is like high on the list. Wasn't Trump impeached twice and also what, indicted? I thought it was like indicted or something. Was he elected? I don't know. I guess there's not really any laws on it. You would think being impeached means you're not allowed to run again, but it's just, I guess it doesn't mean that, or something. I think it's funny that even like blue states were like 50-50, but like DC was like 93%, 7%, because I assume it's full of like government officials that had to work with him, and they're like, please, no, not again. Holy shit. Jaden! I said it like Sega. Did you hear that? I hate Elon Musk. What an asshole. That's true. I will agree with you there. I actually can't think of many people worse for president than Elon, actually. I also want to see that. That's my KB. I have a Wooting 2HE. I thought you meant like Minecraft KB at first, and I was like, I'm sorry, I have high. I have low ping. No one ever says that to me though, because I have low ping. I take knockback like instantly. KD. Wait, what was I about the Mr. Beast thing? Yeah, it's crazy how fast his image changed. Mr. Beast might be worse president than Elon.
You might be right, actually. No one thinks that anymore.
I've never seen someone's public image swap so quickly as Mr. Beast did. And it's entirely his fault, too. Like, he could have avoided it, but he... What happened was he tactically made the decision not to. My win-loss is very low in Judo. Good idea. That was like his peak of popularity too when he said he was gonna run for president, and then he just poof. My KD. Do I get a kill every time I make a jump successfully? Probably pretty high then, all things considered. I guess it's a good reminder that no one is truly, except for Trump, I guess, immune from public criticism if they do something really bad. I mean, even Elon is hated by so many people. In fact, probably a good chunk of the people who voted for Trump hate him too. Or was this the immune one, I guess? Yeah. He's the richest man in the world, so... Yeah. Yeah. God, they should have just rode the JD Vance fuck the couch wave to the very end, bro. That would have done it, I think. I haven't even seen anyone say that in like a month. They should have just hammered that one to the end. It creates such a vivid fucking, like, picture of hatred. It's like, this motherfucker fucked the couch, bro. But no, everyone on the other side is like, oh, let's be nice and civil. The other side is like, let's destroy everything. Like, what do you think's gonna happen, bro? It should have just had Tim Walz, like, it should have just freed Tim Walz to say whatever he wanted him. Yeah. Motherfucker. And you know what's sad? The lesson that the Democratic Party is probably going to learn from all this is they're going to be like, we have to be more moderate. Enough pandering to the far left, quote unquote, even though that's like the exact reason we're fucked in the first place. Because their whole policies were like, well, we're not the other guy. Instead of like, get real, dude. You know what? You know what they should have done? Someone should have walked up there and been like, you know what? You want gas prices to get lowered? What if we tax the 1% like 1 billion times more? We'll reduce it by a whole $1. How about that? And nothing comes out of your pockets. I don't know. Because Joe Biden's a man. Misogyny is rampant in this country and everywhere probably in the world. I mean, come on. And racism, the two mixed together. Yeah. Yeah, misogyny's rampant, bro. Yeah, she had 2 debuffs. Obama only had 1, so it worked out for him. And Obama was just so well-spoken. Kamala didn't really have that. I don't think Obama would run again, though, is the thing. Like, he's got to be so tired, man. Like, even if the amendment was removed. Oh, yeah, well, for sure. I mean, there's no argument about it. Yeah, I doubt Obama is gonna do anything. Bring FDR back from the dead. Term number 5. That'll always be crazy to me. Yeah.
Yes, let's get Bernie from when he was like in his 50s over here. I don't know. I think they so could have easily won if they just promised a way to reduce prices. Like, an actual, tangible way to reduce prices for the average American. Because Trump won't. Like, that's the thing. It's not even like we're getting anything, like, out of it. It's not like, oh, yeah, we're losing all these rights, but at least gas prices will go down. They won't go down. And if they do, it's because of Biden. Gym music be like... Although I don't think he's gonna do the things he says he's gonna do. I don't think he's actually gonna deport millions of people. Because that would, like... There's gotta be someone along the way that'd be like, hey, dude, that ruins everything. Like, that literally tanks the economy if you do that. Do you know that? Like, there's no fucking way he actually does that. I don't believe it. That wouldn't be profitable. I don't believe it. I have no belief that that would actually happen. Just annoying too. Like, illegals don't even cause more crimes than like people who lived here before. Not lived here before, whatever. Like, there's been like a jillion studies done. They don't cause any, like, they cause less crimes per 100,000 people. Like,
it's so stupid. I agree with you.
yeah. Dude, that's the thing. Like, these people pay taxes and don't even get anything out of it. Fuck, dude! Stop, man! Not like that.
No, what? The jump got me again.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he could possibly... I don't think he's possibly going to go through with that. Of all of his things... I mean, he's made a lot of promises that he hasn't done before. Like, he said Mexico was going to build that wall. Did they? I don't think Mexico funded that. Fuck. I guess the goat's on the sticks right now. So I guess forgive me if I assume that a lot of his promises are empty. Thankfully, in our case. Yeah, it is. Autocracy. Autocracy forever, bro. Autocracy for life, bro. Dude, it won't even do anything. You wanna know, I'll tell, there is a border crisis, and it's nothing to do with the people, though. It has to do with fentanyl coming through the border. That's the, you wanna talk about border crisis, but the fentanyl doesn't come through, most of the fentanyl that comes through our country comes through legal channels. Like the actual channels, by people who are citizens, or have, like, credentials for both. Will Trump's policies do anything to stop that? Probably not. If we're focusing on the people who are probably just coming to hopefully live a better life here. Probably not bringing nothing. What fictional character would get the most votes? A fun question. That, like, the most people have heard of. Iron Man? God. My brain came up with Iron Man. I think that's actually the best answer I have. In America. Now, people would call Captain America, like, woke. I promise you the American people would side with Iron Man. Like 100%. Dude, stop! Stop dying! Fucking so annoying, man. Stop dying past the drop down, man. Give me reds, bro. Fuck, man. I want reds, man. Oh, give it to me, bro. Fucking ridiculous. God damn, man. I'm gonna be so mad. I'm just in a bad mood, man. I don't fucking die into the singular jumps. Eggman. Yeah, I think Iron Man is my. Does anyone have any fictional characters that would get more votes than Iron Man? I think everyone in the world is need Endgame, bro. Red is like 60%, yeah, I would say. No, Batman doesn't give speeches, bro. No, I think an autism presidency would be like Goku versus Sans in the finals, I think. Those would be your two candidates. Maybe Superman would get more votes.
You have me on the Jumbotron, cheering on the gallon of buttered popcorn. That's awesome. You got the stadium, perchance? The Npesta Stadium? That'd be awesome if I was on a stadium watching on the Vegas Sphere. Did imagine I just got like 3,000 viewers and I didn't figure out why. It's because they put me on the fucking Vegas Sphere for some reason. Like Vegas, they just set up like mystery show. What happens in here tonight? And you go in and it's just this stream. What would you even do? Like, what would you do in that situation? It's like, now you're supposed to entertain these people? Would I, like, try to make them laugh? Would I try to do, like, a comedy routine? Like, what would I even do in that situation? I guess I would try. I'd probably just, like, I'd probably just do this and be like, what does it look like when I do like this? Does it look like my face is flying around the dome? I can't watch them. They can only watch me. It's one way. It's just a screen. I thought I don't know about face. I'm sorry. I recently grew one in order to grow. I grew one to grow. Dude, Vegas is one of the most useless cities to ever exist, I think. I fucking hate it. I'm a big Vegas hater. I have a few reasons. Want to hear them? Reason number one. Hottest fucking city ever! Fuck the heat. Number two, sensory overload to the maximum degree. Number three, gambling. Don't like it. The only benefit to going to Vegas for someone like me is things don't close. I never get tired. Not normally, so... My circadian rhythm's really bad. I guess I could, like, go and hang out somewhere like 7 a.m. and be like, it's good. I saw this brutal, like, skit someone was doing. It was like that one friend that's never ready to go to bed. And it was brutal because I'm that guy. The video was like, this guy was driving, it's like at midnight, he's like, alright, what are we gonna do next? What's the move? What are we doing right now? And it was like, no, dude, no, go home, bro. And I was just like, fuck, that's me. That's what I do. I'm always, every time I'm at a party, I'm the last one awake, bro. Every time. No matter what. I only go to bed because everyone else has gone to bed and it's just me out there. Every fucking time. They have that one hotel that looks like a pyramid. I like the night more than I like the daytime. Can I say it? That's what I'm saying. I'll tell you my reasons. My reasons are pretty clear. Actually, That really didn't make it? Okay. The problem with sunshine is
when the sun's rising and when it's setting, trying to go anywhere is just like, you're getting blinded all the time with this fucking stupid ass light. And also there's nothing in the entire world worse than 5 p.m. heat. Fuck you. The sun is like beaming right in your eyes and it's like 90 degrees. Worst thing anyone could ever experience in the entire world. And have you ever tried to drive on a highway in the direction of the sun? No one knows what the fuck is going on at all. You can't even look in front of you at all. You just have to hope that no one crashes into each other. You're guessing where to drive based off like context clues. So that's all fine. But the problem is, I think that noon is just too bright for the human eyes, okay? Sunglasses, they're fine, but it's better to not be, like, it's better not wearing them in my opinion. I like just being able to be a part of the world. And it's better during the night because it's like, it starts as a void and then you can add things to it to make it the right color and the right light amount. I like outside when it's not that bright, but when it's too bright, I don't like it. What is my eye color? I don't know. Can you guys, we can see. I don't know if I put my eye into the camera if you can see it. What the fuck did my brain just do, dude? I just like, bro, I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna describe this and you guys are gonna think I'm crazy, and I am, okay? I was like, I glanced at the chat and then looked back at the screen, and for one frame, the way I was dying made like an image of LeBron James in perfect 4K HD quality appear on my screen for like one frame. It was so jarring, and I don't know why the fuck it happened. I have no idea why that just happened. But he was like looking like this. He wasn't smiling at it. He was like, what the fuck, man? The LeBron button. I don't know, like some specific way it tilted my head and the way I was dying or something. It just. That was strange, man. He's locked in, dude. He's ready to go. I never had that happen before. I mean, I've had things like that happen before. I've never like I've never seen a person in a level before. That elicited some amount of response from me. I wonder if it's because my dopamine levels are lower. Probably. You get more hallucinations when your dopamine levels are lower. A fun fact. So it makes sense my vision would be a bit more blurry and hard to focus on. Cats or dogs? I like them both. Let's end this debate. Huh? They both have such great abilities. I've had both in my life. I guess cats because I'm allergic to dogs now. I still have my little white Jack Russell named Elsie. She's 14. She's old. She has not much left, but she's grown up with me for the most part. Pangolins. I don't remember what those things look like, but I know they're real. My concern with cats, I have one red attempt that I was actually pretty good, but wasn't that good. I like cats, but I'm kind of scared because my skin is so bad. Like if they accidentally claw me, my cuts on my arms take a long time to heal. Just in general, any sort of abrasion, any sort of cut that I get anywhere takes a really long time. I had this thing on my pinky that took like a month to heal because of I have really bad eczema. So I don't know. But I would like to get a cat one day regardless, I think. But I wouldn't declaw a cat because I'm not that guy.
I've watched a lot of cat videos in my life. In fact, that's the majority of my timeline is just cat videos. Or like dog videos. Dude, I know exactly what we're talking about, Lefty. I've told this story before, so I won't spend too long on it, but I remember this one time, it was actually me and the gang were at a water park called Splash Lagoon. It was this indoor water park. It was awesome, right? It had this one like human toilet bowl slide. If you've ever been in one of those, you'll know. You like get in, and it like shoots down really fast, and then you're in this toilet bowl. But usually you're in like a tube or something. But on this one, you were able to be just like by yourself, like it was like a body slide. It was awesome, and we went down that like a zillion times, by the way, because you would always fall out a different way. Just like less than a year ago, me and a large group of friends, like 10 people or something, went to Kalahari. If you guys have ever been there. And we did that again. There was like another one of those, and it was awesome. And we just kept spamming that one. But anyway, this has nothing to do with anything that extreme. No, I got this injury in the wave pool, and not by like trying to just like jump on this crazy big wave. No, I was okay. You ever try to get out of a wave pool, and you don't really get out normally? You try to stay in the water for as long as possible for like no reason. Like, you don't just get up and start walking. No, you just like, you like crab walk over, and then you like get on your stomach and you keep staying in the water for as long as possible. I don't know how many people do that, but I do it. And while I was on the shallowest part, I was like just laying face down in the water and having the tide pull me closer and closer. And like randomly on one of the upswings, like underneath of both my elbows just grazed on the floor. It was something that minor. That scar didn't go away for 4 years. All it did, my elbows just grazed the bottom of the wave pool, and it just, and it just never went away. It went away like literally like this year, permanently. And what the fuck? It was like, it's not even like the injury. It just kept bleeding. It just like, but it like didn't hurt at all. I don't know what the fuck happened. It was so embarrassing. Like, what a dumb way to injure yourself there. No, I don't take any blood thinners. Okay. Blood thickeners. It sounds like the most random minor injuries that just don't go away, man. That's so crazy. My NVC, yeah. I'm in a VC with several other clones of myself. This face cam is actually just like an AI mesh of, like, it's like interpreting what each clone is saying. But there's like 20 different clones of me talking. And this is just like the representation of what each of those clones are saying. Yeah. I love doing things that when you close your eyes to go to sleep, you're still doing them. Another good example of that is like if you're on a swing set for a really long time, when you go to bed that night, you can like swing set like still in your brain. Or whenever we'd go like skiing or snowboarding or water tubing, that would also happen. Like you would do it in your brain. And hiking too, it's happened a lot. It's actually so goated. My body doesn't. My body heals exceptionally slow. Dude, I remember once when I was trying to sleep, my brain glitched and I was fully awake, but I was just falling forever, and it was awesome. Like I felt like I was just like free diving. I just like put my hands on. I was just like, I was just falling forever. It was awesome. I don't remember how it ever stopped actually happening. No, you ever wake up and your arm is covered in like ancient like Aztec runes or something? Because you like were rolling under arm or something while you were sleeping, and I was just covered in these random marks. Like, what the fuck is that? Happened to me this morning, man. I was like, what the fuck did I do? Yeah, like the lines. Like what? Like what is this? Maybe if I knew Braille and say something. Like what the fuck is that? The imprints. I have no idea what happened. It's always on my right arm specifically for me. I have no idea why. Yeah. It's good when like your arm isn't numb. I hate when it's like that, and also there's no feeling in your arm and it takes like fucking 15 minutes to get it back. It's like, well, why didn't you wake me up to stop that then? What the fuck is that? How long have I been doing it? Yes, I love exploring large spaces in dreams. I remember I had this one dream that was awesome that I was just like, I was in a bedroom, but I was like the size of a fucking like ant. But there was like parkour to get to every different place in the bedroom. It was so sick. It's like one of those Minecraft maps, but real. I don't understand people sit on their back, bro. Minecraft map dream. People who sleep on their back are just strange to me. Yeah, it's literally cheating. I just sleep in my stomach, like a real American. I'm always stuffy, so I just like switch between sleeping like this and like this, so the mucus can like go back and forth like a slide whistle. What? No. Just a really slow slide whistle. Dude, yeah, someone look it up. What is the average time it takes the median American to sleep? Like, to fall asleep. To 20 minutes. Count me. I wish I could fall asleep between 10 to 20 minutes. My average is like, I would say 2.5 hours on average from when I get into bed to when I fall asleep. Although when my circadian rhythm gets really bad, it becomes more like 5 hours or 7 hours in like the most extreme cases. Like I'll get in bed at 1 a.m. and then not fall asleep until like 8 a.m. And then what happens is I'm like actually like a grandmaster at meditating. I think I've legitimately put in like 4-digit hours into meditating by complete accident. Because I'm just so gradually going from awake to asleep. Like it takes so many hours that I just like see these crazy like visuals. I've seen some super cool visuals. And a lot of fractals too, because that's what happens when you get really into meditating. Like you just start to see these weird fractal structures. I remember I was like riding down this one slide that kept like thinning out, but then it kept like I kept zooming in on it thinning out, and then it kept like expanding, and it was like doing this like insane fractal motion, and like every chunk of the triangle was a different color, and like all around me were these triangles that kept doing this over and over again everywhere. I've had the green wall. I've had a bunch of strange effects. I remember that visual just randomly became a beanstalk. And I was like, oh, fuck. I swear on my life, once when I was meditating, I like fucking broke through to a whole different thing. A whole different way of my brain operating. Like I was like watching these like things float around and then it was like, and I like fucking started flying through this like vortex thing. And it was insane. I was like, what the fuck? And then as soon as I processed that, I woke up and I was like, shit. I was flying. I was like, wait, keep going. I'll never forget the time I was like this close to sleeping and then it like zoomed out and showed me like a 3D visual of my own face and I started laughing. That fucked me up, dude. Like I was this close to sleeping, bro. And it was just like, I was like, how do you keep a straight face when you see that? Like there's no way to do that. It's like, there's no way. It was so fucked up. I was so close to sleeping. I had to redo everything. Yeah, whenever you really think about the visuals, they go away. That's what meditation teaches you to do. Like, what I'm describing sounds loony, but it's actually, this specifically is not crazy talk. Of all the things I've been talking about, this is actually the most documented. But it takes like hours each meditation session to like get there, is the thing. Yeah, no, it's real stuff. Yeah. All this is just this one checkpoint. A long time to actively wait for something, like in one go, was when I was waiting at the ER for 16 hours to get treated. They didn't treat me, but I sat in that room with nothing to do for 16 hours. I didn't even eat anything. I didn't eat a meal for like 24 hours that day. When I went in, it was 8 a.m. and by the time that I finally had someone see me, it was, I think it was like 2:30 a.m. the next day. No, I literally sat there. And then when they saw me, they were like, you're fine, go away, pretty much. Mind you, the reason I went in is because I stopped breathing in the middle of the night. I was like, holy shit, I could have just died right now. Like, that could have been it. I have to go figure out what happened. They did not help me figure out what happened. They didn't even try. I was having significant breathing problems, even in the thing, because I had what I believe to be a thick mucus obstruction in my windpipe. Because my mucus is so much thicker than the average person's. Probably because I have some form of like cystic fibrosis or some variant of it, or some sort of immune system issue. Yeah, they charged you like $1,000 for that, I think. It was the bill on that one. It was weekly uploads, but I decided I needed to beat this level first. I chose this level over it all. I have to finish it. Weekly downloads. Yeah, I'm glad I never had appendicitis. I've heard it's one of the worst pains you can go through next to like kidney stone. Luckily, I've never had a kidney stone or appendicitis. I think the worst pain I ever had is when I cracked my rib by sneezing. Like, just like raw pain. Actually, no, it was definitely the time that I had to fast for 24 hours before a surgery. And for some reason that fucked up my stomach so bad in a way that I can never do ever again. I don't know why the fuck that was so painful, but I think about that often. Yeah. That fucking sucks. Jesus Christ, bro. GD downloading content. I don't know, sometimes it just does that, I think. I got swim to 0 once. That was not fun. I tried to be a scuba diver for a bit because the classes are pretty cheap, but I can't because my ears don't work well. I couldn't actually clear my ears, and I got like mild barotrauma in my left ear because I couldn't clear my ears because they wouldn't, like, none of the techniques worked no matter what. Did you not get your appendix removed? Dude, I wish I was like streaming when 212 dropped. That would have been fucking insane. GG, Mr. Spaghetti. Beta branch. Who gives a shit? What are they gonna drop? They're probably gonna drop update that fucks the game up mode. Imagine how that would fuck up my brain if you just dropped 3.0. Yeah. I've been to the hospital a few times. It's never been very pleasant. Yeah. Okay. Game over. 1 red is better than 0. I just need to play a bit more, or I need to get over my current frustration with the world, and I will be happier. And once I do that, I'll rate him. Kind. I'm kind. I just need a bit more. I need to get over it a bit more. Anyway, tomorrow you'll see me. End of discussion. Goodbye.